Greetings, everybody. I am Syed Musab Rahim Hashmi, advocate, with two other brother advocates today. I will give the mic to Prashanth tanyparthy, advocate. He can give his short intro, followed by the other brother. Please go ahead.
First of all, we should learn about the political system of the USA, United States of America. They are a two-party system. One is Democratic, one is Republican. All right. Their political system is very strange because initially what happens is the presidential candidates are screened thoroughly from their respective parties, either Democratic or Republic. They have an internal audit system whereby the internal audit of the election rules and all that will go by the debate. That will continue for 6 months. After that, they elect their presidential candidate and they propose their vice president candidate. So, unlike India, the democracy of America is very different. So it goes to an extent of getting very harsh. So इंडिया में क्या होता है, ऑलरेडी टिकट्स डिक्लेयर कर देते हैं पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज. वैसा नहीं होता उधर अमेरिका में. अमेरिका में क्या होता है, वेरियस डिबेट्स आर देयर between two political parties, Republican and Democratic. So all the states where the majority of the people get a Democratic vote, उनको represent करता पहले president, and it's a direct election. Whereas in India, it's an indirect election because this is a parliamentary system. We have 520, 547 or whatever. I mean, let's talk about it. MPs who elect the prime minister. But in the US, it's a direct election. And direct election means the personality should be good. I mean, last 4 times we've seen who the last 4 presidents of United America. Can you explain that? Last 4 times.
No, I was not that much in touch with the US elections. So Junaid Bhai or Prashant Bhai will have to elaborate on this.
Junaid, you can elaborate on that because last 4 times, who were the presidents of United States of America?
Actually, I'm also not in much touch, but as I know, previous 4 were Barack Obama, Trump, and Joe Biden. Last 4 presidents, 4 times, I
3
suppose.
presidents. That was 3.
Okay, but
Before that,
twice there was one person, I suppose, among the 3.
let us talk it this way. And
Okay.
the United Nations or United States of America allowed only a 4-year presidential system. They have only a 4-year tenure, unlike in India, where we have a 5-year prime minister. Whereas in the US, there is only a 4-year tenure. And no one can become a president for the 3rd term. There are only 2 terms which are allowed in the Constitution of United States. So usually what happened was George Bush or Obama, anyone, consecutively, they cannot become presidents. There is one value. Okay, talk about it. Go ahead.
So
Okay, I think whoever. Okay,
Junaid
please.
Bhai was telling about the illegal immigrants and the new political.
See, in the new Trump government, I'll tell you one thing. Do you have an understanding about H-1B visas or whatever it is? How can immigrants go to America? There is one clause called H-1B, right? And what is the quota of H-1B? It is only 70,000 on a lottery. And some countries have a fixed quota, like Singapore, which has 16,000 quota. And there are other classes of visas. Like if we talk about immigration law, H1B is not the only option. We have three other categories, like H91, which is company to company transfer. And then we have some other class of visas, which are called 1H1, which are investor based. So, immigration law, if we study, it's very important to study immigration law because H1B can be extendable only 3 times. Maximum years which can be extendable is 8 years. Before that, if you cannot get a green card or someone, it will expire. Go ahead.
It was nice to hear from you, sir, about the election process of United States of America and the visa related.
Immigration policy also.
Yeah. Further, to more add to it, nowadays we are hearing that the Trump administration, they are very against this immigration. They are today we I have posted a video in the group about the illegal immigrants. They are deporting, about to deport, and there will be thorough checking for like this, and they will catch hold of the illegal immigrants. So,
You're
so
talking
in
about
this,
illegal
if we see
immigrants
the
or legal
percentage,
immigrants?
yeah. If we see the percentage, more there are Indians. If we terms of the percentage, if we see, and if
Okay.
they are deported, how it will impact the Indian economy because the
Let us
remittance.
leave. Let us leave apart this all this. We
Okay,
have three kind of cases there. All right. Once you've migrated to the US, United States, it will be on a three class of visas: H1B, L1, or investor visa.
okay.
These are the only three things which are allowed as per American law. If you are not getting there, there is also one more clause. You are a political sufferer. A lot of
Asylum.
people asylum.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm. So four clauses are there. But when we talk about H1B visa, mm, see again in H1B visa, there are three kinds of things. Have you done your graduation in the US, masters in the US, or a PhD in the US?
Okay.
So three kind of classes apply for H1B. If you've done your graduation in the US, there's a different quota. If you've done your masters in the US, there's a different quota. If you've done your PhD in the US, there's a different quota.
Mhm.
These three
How
things have a different quota for itself.
Okay.
Speak further.
how likely Indians will get affected after this Trump administration? You think?
Oh, ask me. Don't ask me generic questions. Specific questions I'll answer.
Okay, in general. Okay.
No. Don't ask me general questions.
Hmm.
Ask me specific questions.
Yeah, that's what I am specific to Indians because we are a citizen of India. How will
Hmm.
our brothers and sisters will get affected due to this upcoming Trump administration?
Okay, already told you. whether you are a graduate in the US, whether you are pursuing your masters in the US, whether you're doing a, doctorate program in the US. See, I'll tell you, is it about illegal immigration or how does it affect? See, there are 16 points to it.
Mm.
First of all, if you are a graduate in the US, there's a separate answer. Masters in the US, separate answer.
Mm.
Doctorate, there's a separate answer. And which field you are in? Are you a teacher? Are you a nurse? There's a separate quota for them. It depends on which field you are in. Not only
Okay.
Indians. I mean, he's not a foolish man to get out of anyone and get into the pockets and send them back. He is not like Idi Amin, where all Indians were sent back from Africa, from Kenya. No, it will not happen.
Mm.
These rules and laws will be applicable depending on what you study and what you do.
Okay.
So in short, it may not affect the legal immigrants, those people who are on student visa and really studying, and those
Hmm.
two people who are on job visas and really doing those jobs. It will have
Correct.
zero impact on that.
Zero impact on that.
But those
Exactly.
people who are taking a student visa but doing odd jobs illegally,
Correct. Correct.
or
Correct.
those who have overstayed their visa period and
Correct.
doing
Correct.
odd
Correct.
jobs. So
Correct.
for those casual workers, for those unofficial workers, it will have a big impact.
Huge impact. Huge impact. Exactly.
So the
Exactly, Musafa.
casual economy, the unorganized economy will get impacted, and those people who might be working like laborers in the US but still funding their family at least at the level of middle class in, say, Hyderabad or other parts of India,
Correct. Correct. They'll be affected.
livelihood will be affected. For like
Eh,
those people who
Correct.
we ask, what is your profession? If the somebody who are on proper visas and proper profession, they will say, I'm a software engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, I'm a fireman, I'm a heavy vehicle driver, etc. But those people, when their friends and relatives ask them what do they do in America, they just say we are in America. That's a career enough. Don't ask us the specifics. So for
Okay.
most people, it will have impact.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
When
Even though
when
it's
those
like
people
that,
will come
but
to Hyderabad, यहाँ की market वो समझ सकना, यहाँ के job market में they should be able to enter, they should be able to do some business. It will not be practical for them when they have spent decades in America and now coming to Hyderabad and starting their professional life like day zero.
okay, even though how much advanced a country may be, there will be some loopholes. So this unorganized sector people, they will try to find out how to survive like this. So
Correct.
nothing is perfect everywhere.
Correct.
So what do you think? What are the ways they can get
See, we
benefit?
cannot suggest that unless, because as a legal expert, I would not suggest anything which is illegal. I can only suggest a legal form of doing that. See, I cannot suggest anything that is illegal because I'm a legal person. So my
Because,
limitations are very broad, and but I would not suggest anything that is illegal. Though I have the answers, but I would not give it.
yeah, because I have seen even though to achieve a legal status, people try to do in an illegal way to achieve a legal status through
Correct.
the process,
Correct.
through the
Correct. Correct.
loopholes.
Correct. 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 Correct.
It
Correct.
exists in the society and in the system. So
Correct.
even though if you are talking about it, we are not talking something out of this world, which exists
Mhm.
in this society. We are talking about this.
Correct, but that's not my forte. I don't do that. And because I know how it is made, how it is done, but I don't enter into such things.
Oh, okay, okay. It's
My only
personal
forte
choice. Yeah.
is to give a legal advice, which is very
Okay.
legal and which is valid for the constitution. And though I know it, I will not spell out.
Yeah, yeah. I can understand. Okay.
Though I know it, I will not spell out. I know how it works.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How the engine works, I know it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. But I am not into it because a lot of people seek so many legal advices for me in this way. I
Okay.
am settled there for 6 years and give me a direction. I don't give them. That's not my forte. Though
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can do it, I can
It's
do it,
yeah,
but I
yeah, yeah.
will not do it.
Yeah, yeah. It's part of the professional ethics. I can understand.
I can do it, but I will never do it. I can do it, but I'll not do it.
हम के टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन चल रहा, जूम पे लिंक भेज तो 5 मिनट आ सकते हैं। नहीं, पॉजिटिव में से, पॉजिटिव में से। We have advocate Azhar from California. He will be joining us. I'm sending the.
I heard a lot about him. This is the first time will be interaction with him.
Yeah.
अभी रिसेंटली मैं एक हाफ एन आवर पहले
हाँ हाँ।
एक व्हाट्सएप पे न्यूज़ आई कि ये जो बहुत फेमस कंपनी है हिंडनबर्ग,
हम्म।
he they have closed themselves on February 15. They have closed their company.
अच्छा अच्छा।
Before the Trump administration come into action, they have closed themselves.
Oh.
What may be the reason?
1 second, I would like to welcome Azhar Mohammed, my LLB classmate, who is now in America, and he's a foreign legal counsel registered in California bar as well.
Hello, Musa bhai. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the extended explanation about me and my qualification. Thanks a lot for the good introduction. Yes, sir. Please go on.
हाँ तो जुनेद भाई, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have a question for Azhar sir, since he is there in the US, sir. Just half an hour before, I have seen a news that the very famous company Hindenburg, they have closed themselves on February 15. They have closed their company before the Trump administration come into action, because I don't know what is the reason. Because since you are there and you know about the environment, politics, and everything business going on there, what is the reason that the many companies are closing before the Trump administration come into action?
Good question, Junaid bhai, but we will stick with the original topic, then come to Junaid bhai's question.
Let me answer. Musa bhai, no
Ah,
problem.
you
Let
want
me
to-
answer
okay,
his question.
okay, okay.
So, I don't know where you have read this. Even I read that in a newspaper regarding the Hindenburg. Okay. So, there is no negative aspect of this, but there is a positive aspect only. The companies which have done financial frauds and the companies which have done so many defaults, they are getting closed. The reason is the new administration which is going to take oath tomorrow, that is 20th of January. So they are going to be very serious with respect to the business frauds and all. Okay, and it is good that all the fraudulent companies, they are getting closed by themselves. Not only uh, not only the firms which you have heard, but there are so many other IT consultancies, small technologies, all those companies, they are getting closed or they are making their processes streamlined before the new administration takes place. Okay, so it is a good sign. It's not a bad sign. It's a good sign that everyone is falling in line. Okay, that is one thing. And secondly, the myth every Indian is having nowadays, it will be a trouble for the Indians if the new administration comes and all. It's only a myth. Okay, because Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they have clearly clarified that they need H1Bs. H1Bs is a talented visa program where USA invite the talents from India on H1B. So there are a lot of people who are on H1B visas here. If any tweaks and turns or any loopholes they take out in that, then it will be an issue. Uh, Instead of that, they have relaxed so many rules with respect to H1B. Earlier, H1B extension was done in India. Means if somebody has to extend their H1B, they have to go to India. But now the new rule says that Indians need not travel back to their home countries. They can renew the visa in US itself. So everything is positive. There is no negative. Hence, there are few influencers or few YouTubers. They doesn't know the full story and they are just spreading the fake narrative. So don't fall to the trap. Try to get the real information. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I would again begin with the opening sentence of the meeting that we congratulate the new American Prime Minister or President in advance, one day before he takes the oath, and hoping for a good future for all the Indians as well who are staying there. And
Yeah, in fact, he was the one who has, supported the ceasefire, and he gave a warning to Israel to stop the war. So that's why because of his warning, they have found a peace deal, and they made a peace deal.
One
So it,
thing I would
Mm.
like to interrupt if I can speak.
Ye- yes, sir.
Why is the dollar growing so much in India?
That is Indian economy issue, sir, not US issue,
No,
right?
no, no. I'll tell you. It's a global economy. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because we have to speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the dollar is 87 rupees 60 paise.
True. True.
Right?
Yeah.
Why it is growing? Indian economy is getting weaker.
Yeah.
Because you know how much 7 rupees of a dollar increases on a
Mm-hmm.
80 rupees basis, almost 10 rupees in 1 week.
Yes.
That means a 10% of a negative economy of India.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Think about it
So what is
because
the question, sir? What is the
these
point
things,
here?
here the point is the dollar is growing stronger because Trump is coming there.
Mm-hmm.
I would advise people to keep invested in the US rather than investing on India.
Yes, sir, but the market has crashed very badly, right? Back in India, it's a global crash. If you are, I don't know whether you are keeping an eye on the trade market, whether it's crypto or the stocks. The
Mhm.
market has crashed very drastically in last 10 days. All right,
Correct, correct, correct. But
and the reason. So
see,
can
I'll
you?
tell you one thing. You know
Yes, sir.
why?
Mm-hmm.
You know why the
Yeah.
market has crashed
Mm-hmm.
and the dollar has grown?
Mm-hmm.
Because FIIs are
Mm-hmm.
not bullish on India. They want their dollar. See, they sell,
Mm-hmm.
the dollar grows.
Yes.
So that's what is happening.
It's okay, sir. Every country wants to prosper their economy and their currency, right? So that's fine. Means if India has their own point, then US has their own point, correct? So that's fine.
No, no,
And
no, no, no. I'm literally saying that
Mhm.
Indian economy is crashing because they wanted to get their money back.
Okay.
They don't see it as a bullish market further.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to invest in India, you have to convert a dollar to a rupee,
That's
right?
true. Mhm.
Right?
Mm.
Right?
That's true, sir.
Whenever you're selling,
Mm.
you want to convert it to rupee to dollar back,
Correct.
right?
Mm.
So that's why the dollar is growing, because everyone is selling. FIs are selling
Mm.
and they want to get their cash back. So the rupee is depreciating.
True. Sir, I'm not an economist. Sorry to interrupt you here. I'm not an
Okay.
economist, but as a layman, I can tell you what I understood in last 1 month since the victory of Mr. Trump and the new administration. The
Okay.
dollar started growing,
Okay.
and the reason behind it, what I have seen in the news and other big news
Okay.
channels like CNN and ABC News,
All right.
that
All
there
right.
are so
Tell me.
many world leaders and world business leaders. They are investing here. They already announced so much of investment in the USA.
See, I'll
So,
tell you one thing.
mm-hmm,
Investment in US means that dollar will not grow. That is not how it happens.
mm-hmm,
The usual modus operandi, MO, is
mm-hmm,
that you have to sell whatever you have and
mm-hmm.
invest in the US.
Okay.
So when you sell the local currency, suppose
Mm.
we sell Indian rupees
Right.
and buy dollars.
Mm.
So when we are selling, the dollar is getting expensive and expensive. That means that Indian economy is getting down and the US economy is getting better because of Trump.
Mm.
Hmm.
I said the same, sir. In a layman's perspective, I told you I'm not an economist. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's move on, sir. What is the next?
Yeah,
Like,
so the
I
next,
don't know what exactly the topic is all about today.
I
I
don't know as well. The only thing
Illegal
is,
immigrants,
it was
Immigration, right?
immigration.
congratulating Trump, and then what happens if the illegal immigrants are deported? They'll have
Yeah, yeah. The
to have their
illegals.
business in India.
Yeah. So the question here is only the illegals has to worry regarding the deportations and all, not the legals. Okay, so if you compare the illegals with Mexicans, Indian illegals versus Mexicans, there are a lot of Mexicans. Even in the last era of Trump, he said that he's going to be very strict with respect to the Mexicans, and he will build a wall.
fine,
And
fine. Let's talk about legal immigration. All right.
okay,
Uh, how many times do you think the H1B visa can be
mm.
extended? For how many years? Once it's got
As per
for the
my
first time.
knowledge, yeah, as per my knowledge, as long as the candidate has a good job offer, he can extend the visa for any number of years. Okay, subject to the company's strength.
No.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum limitation for H1 visa extension is 6 years.
Okay.
Hmm. After that,
Mm-hmm.
you have to get your work permit, WP1. I'm a immigration lawyer as well. I've studied these things. So the maximum tenure which can be extended for a H1 visa, B visa holder is six years.
Okay.
After
What
that,
about the
you have
people
to
staying
either
here from
become
last?
a PR. Otherwise, you will be deported as well.
No, sir, that's not true as far as I know.
Okay.
Even the illegals, so sorry, I'm still talking in a layman's language.
Okay.
Since okay, so as long as I know, and there are so many my friends, personal friends, who are
Okay.
here since 20 years on H1B visa, so they are extending their visa from so
Not
many.
possible. Not possible. Not possible. That is
Hmm.
not possible. Not possible. That is illegal. The tenure of the H1 visa is 3 terms extended for three years. That's it.
Okay.
That is the basic mandate of the law.
There are few
Max.
exceptions. There are few exemptions to it, sir. So uh, there are attorneys who are working on that, on those exemptions.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. There are only few exemptions where in between you are married to an American citizen or something or what. These things happen.
Now, if they are extending their stay to green card, there are many companies which apply for the green card, even the small
Exactly,
consult.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. But the
Mm.
tenure of the H1 visa is only for 3 terms, maximum of 7 years.
Mm.
That is the maximum tenure of the H1B visa.
Yeah, I just Googled it and I reconfirm Advocate Prashant Bhai's inputs to be true.
It could be
Yeah.
true.
And I confirm that it is true by Google.
Yeah. Is it true, Musab sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You cannot extend beyond that.
No, if there are no exemptions, they cannot. But with certain exemptions, certainly
There
they
are
can.
no exemptions to H1B.
There are no exemptions.
You know,
Okay.
looking forward, you have
Mm-hmm.
to marry an American citizen or do something else, but
Mm-hmm.
there are no exemptions to H1B. The maximum tenure is an extension of 3 terms.
Okay. Noted on that.
Yeah, that is
However,
how it happens.
yeah, noted on that. But what are the exemptions on all? If you guys would like to know, definitely I can get the information from the local attorneys.
Please, 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 please do get it. We'll be happy to support our people there.
Mm-hmm.
We are not coming there unless because we are local people trying to do some business here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a disclaimer. We don't have any interest in H1B. Disclaimer.
Noted on
But
that, sir.
yeah, so my primary objective is the only extension time is 3 times.
Okay. Point taken,
Three
sir.
times of the original tenure.
Mm-hmm.
That is how it goes.
They are in talks that now they are going to change that the tenure and all. So let's see
Could
what's
be,
gonna happen.
but the rules of the law, as per today, are only 3 extensions.
Mm-hmm.
That is how it goes.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm not objective or being subjective, but I'm just discussing the rule of the land.
I got your point, sir. Got your point. But as I told you, I met many people, so they keep on extending, or there are so many exemptions they have, as local attorney says. So I don't know what exemptions they are using. So I need to check that.
Could be, could be, could be. I don't know the 100% of the law of the land. No,
Mm-hmm.
my
And
basic
even when
presumption
we are,
is
yeah, sorry to
I
interrupt, but
only know what is exact law of the land. That's
okay.
how much I know.
Okay. So
Yeah.
many people knows that whoever comes here on visit visa, they have to stay certain limit, maximum 6 months, and they have to return back.
No, 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 no. I'll explain you. If you want the entirety of the visit visa, I can explain
Yes,
you.
please, sir, please.
If you want to do that,
Mm.
there is a medical condition which you can
Okay.
explain there. A simple
Mm.
medical condition will allow you to stay in the US for the next 18 months without
Okay.
going out of it.
Mm.
And that should come from the local doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 months can be trespassed.
Okay. And if you are
16
aware,
plus 18 is 24 months.
yeah. If you
And
are, yeah.
pre-conversion, see, I'll tell you something.
Mm.
H1 visa, do you know what is the limit of H1 visas for entire country? How many visas they allow?
For India, right? I think
No, not India, worldwide, whatever. Their quota, American quota for H1 visas. Can you spell that out?
I don't know. I think something
That is
70,000.
70,000 visas.
Yeah. Mhm.
India does not have a specific quota.
Mhm. But they have
Only
classified, sir. If you visit in, if you look into the USCIS website, they have
Mhm.
classified country wise, right? The visa quotas and
No,
all.
no, 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 no.
They have
It is
not.
only for